Are we live already? Oh boy. Somebody can tell me, boy. Why is the miss in the morning, boy? Just throw me under the bus, boy. Gosh, man. Good morning, extreme listeners, wherever you are this morning, across the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Welcome to the wake up call for a Thursday morning. Thursday morning. You know how it is on Thursday morning.
Thursday drama on the wake up call. Call.
Alrighty then. So let me read back for you today's drama. A young man, young Vincentian man, he's out there making a name for himself. He's doing well. He's doing really well, by the way. It says here I'm 27, male, and I managed so far to make a good name for myself. So he is not one of those guys who are lazy, sit down home, ain't doing nothing, probably on the block, ain't doing nothing, not working, not contributing to the home. He's out there. He's working hard because he understands his mission. He understands his purpose, right? He says, I was told by my mother that for 25 years, so 27 minus 25, father left when he was 2. The 25 years of my life that my father never contributed to my upbringing. What is it never contributed? What do you mean? You mean not a cent? Not a red cent? Or a yellow cent? Or a green cent? Not a book? Not even a half a pencil? Wow. Never called to check in on how I was doing. I've never spoken to him until now. I know that he left my mother after they broke up and started a family with another woman in another community in St. Vincent. Now, this is madness. All of them living in the same country, right? Yeah. I know that the other woman has children that aren't his, and he takes care of them. He has a good job too. But for years, I've had to deal with the fact that he was able to take care of another man's child and left me here, who he brought into this world, to struggle. He wants to reconnect, but I don't really want to. However, I have questions. Should I talk to him? All right? I got to drop this one here for you, by the way.
The views expressed here on a Thursday are not necessarily a true representation of ours. We're only here for the drama.
All right, wonderful. So let me tell you, there's one thing I want you to do for me right now. Those who are on the live on Facebook and YouTube, share it. Thank you. All right? Thank you very much. God bless you and sanctify you and keep you safe. And all them good things. In the name of the Father. All them nice things there. So the lines are open, 4571043. Let's start talking about this. Some responses that are coming in. Let me share them with you, all right? Let me share them with you.
Crystal, morning.
Morning.
Some man left them children and go pick up other children of mine, but you know, have no problem with that, you know, but when they start to get the boat now, you understand? They can't sleep, they can't eat. So when they do them picnic, who then go meet now with them picnic, I advantage them. So that's how we all go right now. So you can run for them kind of thing. They have to pay penalty, they have to ball and all.
Aye. Chainsaw Lady, good morning to you. Long time I hear from you, boy. Good morning, good morning. Some more responses coming in. Crystal, sometimes the new women are the cause. They don't want the man to have anything to do with the kids. They have before, and that is wrong. The choice is his to follow your heart. Good luck. So somebody is recommending that he follows his heart, but his heart is in two places. He wants to, and he doesn't want to. He has questions, but I feel like he's afraid to get the answers to those questions. Why is it you walked out? Why is it you never turned back? Why is it you never tried? Why is it you never contributed? You never sent money, and we're all living in the same country. And St. Vincent is small. 25 years. Never spoke to you. But after some time, you want to come into the child's life. What has changed? Hmm. Hmm. I don't like to hear these things, right? When and this happens. The listener says sometimes a new woman is the cause, and they would encourage the men to not take care of their own biological children, right? Their own children. Now, to that woman, how would you feel if you had a child with that same man, and for whatever reason, the two of you broke up, and he left you, and he did the same thing to you? Do unto others as you wish others to do unto you. You don't think that that could happen to you too? That's the height of wickedness too. So you want all the man's money. You know for a fact that there's a child out there suffering who needs money and who needs care, and you would encourage a man to do that. You're a wicked woman. Wicked woman. Now, inasmuch as in that scenario, the woman is wicked, the man is also foolish. Why would you listen to that woman? Your own child, you know. They never beg for barn. Don't forget that. They're depending on both parents to take care of the child. Don't forget that. You have a responsibility. Don't forget that. Responsibility is the hottest tea. Don't forget that. Good morning to Miranda. Good morning. I have a child father. Every time I call him, when I can't buy for my child, he say he only minded him when he feels like. If he was not working, I don't mind, but he's working. This is another story. Crying for him to give his child things is not enough. He does be laughing when I crying to him for his only child. Wow. He worthless. He real worthless. So you, woman, you should never have to beg a man to take care of his child. Never. And you there struggling as a woman. First of all, he likes the fact that he is in control. The comment that I just read there, the man in that scenario there likes the fact that he is in control and he can give you what he wants when he wants to. Don't give him that pleasure. Do not. So while you're there begging and crying for money to take care of your children because y'all went to bed, y'all produced a child, you brought the child into this world. Both parents are responsible for raising that child. And he's laughing in your face while you are begging him for money to take care of his own child because you don't have enough to do what is needed for that child that is also his. The height of some men in this society. Worthless. Good morning to all. Some other responses, and keep them coming. I know how he feels. It's hard to understand why some fathers will do things like this. I'm 39 years old and I wish I can get to talk to my father to ask him why he walked out on me as a baby. I still feel so much pain. Oh boy. That is sad. Here's another one. Good topic. Rate you 100%. Love this topic. Ooh. Some fathers don't know how their children eat and how they're getting things to eat. Wanna tell all the, sinking sand fathers, put food in the house for all your picnic to eat. And at small picnic, they're small, they can't provide for themselves. The sinking sand fathers, put food on your table. All the picnickers starve. Man up. Mind all your picnic. Put food on the table. Kids have to eat. Kids cannot stand hunger like adults. Some more responses. 4301043. All right. Good morning. My sister's father was taking care of her until he went with a lady that gave him a pig in a bag. He knows the kid is not his and he's taking care of that child instead of his own. He complains, says he has that child to take care of, like if my sister is not his. The part of it that the kid he's taking care of is not in the best state and my sister is in a better state of living. So sometimes it's better than your father. It's better that your father is not in your life. Maybe having the father in his life would have had a different impact in his upbringing for the worst. Who knows? It may hurt, but everything happens for a reason. My father was out of my life from 5 until I turned 18. He came back, promised this and that. Then when it comes to fulfill those promises, he disappears, then comes back after a while. So at this point, I done lock him off because I can't deal with that. So sometimes it's best you just allow the father with a day. Let he continue being absent. You made it without him. Here's a voice note here to play. I'm playing by faith. I hope it's clean.
Hey, blessed morning, Chris. Blessed
Oi.
morning.
Mhm.
Boy, them worthless daddy did enough. When I tell you them did enough, and if you look in them high society place, we have proper jobs and proper salary, is with enough of them worthless daddy working like most take on them place there, and they don't even look at them pitney. They get 4 days off, and them don't even take 1 day out of the 4 days to look at them pitney. You know, they study for go meet woman. You understand me? Them pitney suffer and leave all them problem on another man hand. So this conversation here this morning, real nice, real nice.
Thank you. If you wish to contribute to the discussion, all right, I'm not too sure why you're deleting the messages, but hi, good morning. All good topics are going through the same things. Crystal, and since for the year open, he ain't know how they eat. Some more responses coming in. We'll get to Facebook in just a bit, all right? At 41, the little girl in me still cries for the father who left and never looked back. At 41. He lives in the Grenadines with his family. I tell myself I don't care, but I do. Looking back, I can see how I was looking for his love in all the wrong places. Hashtag daddy issues. Wow. Is it a generational thing? Is this how men back in the day were raised? Is this how men way back in the day used to behave? So whenever they bear children, this is what the little boys see. And this is what the little boys grow up to know. Socialization, right? This is how the little boys are socialized. So they grow up to be the same worthless men, the same worthless fathers that they were raised by. Is this what is happening in our society? Men who are not interested in breaking generational curses. Men who refuse to acknowledge that there is a problem. Men who refuse to acknowledge that they might be controlling. Men who refuse to fix themselves and to put their offspring first. Is this what is happening in our society? If you have continuously men who are giving birth to children, not taking proper care of them, not showing them what a real and good father is, do you see how easy it is for that child, especially if it's a son, to grow up and to just follow in those footsteps because that is all he knew? Oh, my father do it to me, so I go and do it to somebody else because I'm not interested in changing. I don't know any better. It's just in me. And change is difficult. For the girl, the lady who's 41 says, for all her life, she's been looking for love in the wrong places. And I hope that some of the men, if you're thinking of having children, at the end of this segment here, we're going to share some things with you. All right? It's supposed to be a learning lesson because this is trending too much, too prominent. This is supposed to be on the minority. But we shared one story. And listen to all these similar stories that are coming out here from the listeners. 41, in the 30s, in the 20s, have to deal with this. Have to take childhood trauma throughout their entire lives. And some people never get over it. Some people find it hard to get over it. Some people have forgiven in their heart. But others have not because it is difficult. So because maybe some men are going through their own childhood trauma, you see how easy it is to pass on that childhood trauma from generation to generation. So how do we fix this problem? How do we fix the problem going forward? Hello, good morning. Hello. Sorry, I probably picked up late. I'll take responsibility for that. I'm so sorry. All right. Some more responses coming in on the WhatsApp. Let me go to the people on the Facebook. Good morning to you. Welcome. Somebody says most fathers continue their childhood trend of fathers' abandonment, worthless mentality. Here's something that I learned from Steve Harvey. Is Steve Harvey? Steve Harvey? I can't remember who. But no. Will Smith. He said, it may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility to fix yourself. So what you go through in life, somebody leave you, somebody abandon you, parent leave you out, your father go and mind somebody else's children, a picnic, whatever term you want to use. You know that he have pig in a bag, but he dishing out all the money and he love and care. He hugging them up and kissing them up and everything. He being there for them all the time. He at the graduation. He carrying the book back for them when they forget them at home. He carrying lunch for them all the time. He carrying them wherever they beg for, they ask for, they get in it. And it's not his biological child. But if the real child comes and asks for anything, he fanning them away like it's a fly. It may not be your fault that you are in that position, but it is your responsibility to fix yourself. Joshua says we need the whole story. Later on, maybe. Some women put their men down and chase them away. While that may be the case, how much should that play in a man abandoning his child or children? You know, you can go to family court, right? If you really want to be in your child's life, you could do that, right? I don't believe that any woman is so strong and so powerful that she can kick a man out of the child's life for good. There are ways around these things. All right? Negative contributory factors to child rearing. The cycle goes on, and only a few break it. Well, we need more people that can break it. Thank you so much for this one. We need more men who are man enough, strong enough to stand up and say, you know what? The things that I went through as a child, I do not want my children to go through that. It will be very difficult, but you have to break it at some point. How you could just pack up and leave for whatever reason? You and your child's mother break up, but you gone to meet another man's children to take care of them. You taking care of another man's children and have your child at home starving and struggling. And then when the child making a name for themselves, you want to run back in the child's life? Wow, the young man is asking for some advice this morning. Should he reconnect? Should he ask the questions? Or should he just move on with his life? Because he's doing well. He doesn't need his father right now. But maybe he's yearning for that fatherly love. Maybe he's looking for answers. Yeah? Somebody says the man is foolish. Always two sides to a story. The animal in man. I wonder what I said to bring up that response there. Good morning to Kathleen. Some women get carried away by illusions and get pregnant for these same, this man, to a real man who a check for them, I get turned down. That happens sometimes. That happens sometimes. Good morning to Elliot. Good morning to Clearon. Hey Kay, welcome. Says my first time. Good morning, welcome. Welcome. Here's another one. That's why most fathers never want to take responsibility for themselves, but they always want to take another man's responsibility, and sometimes they get pig in a bag and they take care of them. Some women they know the man have children before they get together, but all the woman cares about is themselves. That's the other woman. Who's this person? Good morning to Lovely Spice. Women are not without blame. Some women have one child for 6 men. They have no idea who the father is. That's a different story there. That's a different case here. This young man here knows who his daddy is. Yeah? Why this person talking about policeman? Policeman is the bug for what? Come now, man. Leave the policeman out of this now, man. What about the kind of woman that give a man a child knowing it isn't his and still want to take him to family court? That is what just push a man away too. Well, clearly it will push the man who is not the father away. That's a different story for a different day. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
How are you? Talk to me.
Someone sounds rather low. Okay.
Talk to me. I'm here. You good? You can hear me?
All right, I'm just going to go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, so with the situation like this, I do call in is because I'm hearing a question and I'm responding to the question. So the question is the young man is asking, should he connect with the father? That's the question.
Yes.
Okay. Well, my advice to the young man is whatever the father would have done, he is only hearing the story from the mother.
Mm-hmm.
So as a young man of that age, I think he has the power within him to have that conversation with the father.
Mm-hmm.
See where he goes from there. If the father acknowledges that he did in his judgment as to the maintenance of his child, then the relationship between both of them could be healed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he should try to connect with the father, because we need to think a little further down the line where this young man may have child or children and he may wish to have that connection with the children, with their grandparents. So in order to build, I think he needs to go and have that conversation, have that connection with the father, and whatever happens between them during that conversation, then is where he decides, am I going to continue having this connection with him, or should I just move on? I think that's what he needs to do. Make the connection, and whatever happens from there, then he makes the decision whether to stay or to move on in the relationship as it relates to him and his father.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that contribution. Thank you. Hope you're listening. Well, yes, he's listening. All right. I hope others who are in similar situations are listening as well. All right. If you want to call us, 457-1043. Here are some more responses. Let's get some more. The man, he's not lying because my child father, he works right down there in the Grenadines. Haha. Another response. Great topic. My cousin has a child with a man who is sailing. Since the man married, he disowned the child. He brings a chain for the first child and take back and give it to the one he has with his wife. Them is waste, man. Are you serious? That is sad. Why you gonna take back the thing and give it to another man's child? Listen, if you were, I would have. But why would it? Jeez, things just get me upset this morning here. All right, let me just move on to another response here because before I take this program down another road this morning. Here's another one. To the young man, you've overcome the fact that he never played a part in your life and now you're doing very well. You say you don't want to have any relationship with him, and that's fine, but the fact that you have questions you'd like to get answers to, I suggest that you speak with him. Have the conversations with him that you want. It's best that you get some closure. You might find out things that make you even want to forgive him. Don't end up having to live with regret of not having that conversation. All right, some more responses. Here's another one. Crystal, my father left my mother when I was 1 year, 6 months. He was a big policeman, never gave me anything ever back in my life. At 18 years, wow. Now I am 40. I thank my mother every day for her love. Wow. Policeman trending this morning, boy. Good morning to the officers. I am just reading responses. You understand? Thank you very much. Don't blame the messenger. I am the messenger here this morning. Okay? The tears are flowing. Much needed topic this morning. Oh gosh, man, don't cry no. When he's ready, hear what the father has to say. Even if it's to get closure for himself, because abandonment issues will follow him for life. Don't cry this morning, no man. Come on. Oh gosh. The topic this morning making a cry. Come for a hug. Oh gosh. This is some serious things, you know. Some real serious things. Good morning. To get to the question, yes, he should talk to his father and ask the questions. Also forgive his father and use the experience as a lesson so he knows not what to do to his own children. My father did the same thing to me and took care of another man's children. Today I have 3 university degrees and a very good job. I ensure my children will never have to go through what I did. Anyways, that behavior came down from slavery, where fathers didn't have to take care of their kids but left it to massa. Ha. Ha. You're serious? Here's another story. Stories are coming out in the dozens, man. What time is it? My gosh. 8:01. Believe it or not, 1 minute past the 8 o'clock hour right now. We'll go until about 5 past, all right? And then we will come back for part 2. Yeah. Actually, we'll go a little bit beyond 5 past. Okay? Good morning, Crystal. Some woman to wicked. I got pregnant at 16 with my first child, and because I was young, my daughter's father girlfriend told him that my child is not his. Because schoolgirl hot years pass, he never supports her. He is not in St. Vincent. Now, sometimes when I go to town, I used to meet the lady bragging about how much money the man sent for her, and I used to cry. She has 2 children for him, which people are saying the second one is a jacket. Now, my daughter is 19. After all them years, he decided to be part of her life and said it was because he was with the lady why he never supports her. But he always know it's his child, and he's sorry now my daughter is overseas with him and his new girlfriend months now. I thank God and I forgive him. Wow. And he took my virginity to her. Wow. The stories of our lives. Stories of the Vincentian man and woman life. This year, I am happy that all parties were able to reconcile in this last comment here that I read, and that father and daughter now have a relationship, and that you found it in your heart to forgive him. Because really and truly, some men make mistakes, and some men do not realize the mistake or mistakes that they made until later on in life. Maybe they had some sort of intervention. Maybe they realized something, they heard something similar, something, whatever it is. Some men don't learn until late. So, for the men that learn late, I think they should be given the chance. And when you're given the chance, you use that chance to apologize, come clean, and share the facts. All right? But don't wait until all them long years gone. Do it as soon as possible. All right? Good topic. I'm enjoying this one. Good morning, Crystal. I have a child with a man who left me and went and married a next woman. While they were married to the woman, gave birth to 2 boy children, none not his. And he said he was minding them until his sister started making noise. Well, they eventually left. And with another woman who did him the same. But she had one for him after giving him one that is not. Why this man attracting them kind of things is so? Never mind he owned picnic, but he man a whole bunch of picnic that thing. Yes. But my son is a big man now, and he's still minding the other children. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sister.
Hi, morning. What's up?
Interesting topic.
Mm-hmm.
I think, you know what, the men in St. Vincent need to start take responsibility of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because we as men supposed to protect the women.
Mm-hmm.
That is why God give them to us. We got to protect them. But in St. Vincent, men enjoy abusing women. And they take it for fun.
Mm.
But woman is the woman of civilization. If some men see a woman give birth, I know men faint, men run off a boat before the boat even docks to the dock and went and take shatter rum. When you see what happened, what woman has to go to give birth. So you see, men need to protect women. Got them by the side, don't abuse them. Vincentian men don't take responsibility. They do not care. They do not care what they do. They feel it's like free for all. You know, you just walk in, do what they got to do, and walk out. And that is the main thing that happening in St. Vincent. They're abusing women. They're abusing the whole system when you check it out. Because, you know, there's work here to do. When you look around, the young men, they sit on the block as soon as they wake up. You drive down the road. There's 5, 6 men on the block, sit down smoking weed. There's work to be done. We got to till the soil. That is how St. Vincent move forward. If we don't till the soil, St. Vincent will never move until we go back to agriculture. We're on a slope and we keep going down the hill. It's like going down Maroon Hill. And along the way, we got a nice, pretty piece of dashing. When you reap it, there's nothing to gain. St. Vincent on a path that I don't know if it's going to get better. But we need somebody to take responsibility. We need a leader who could take responsibility and look out for the young men that in the community.
Young men have to also look out for themselves.
They got to look out for themselves, but men look up to others as role model when you check it out. Because you look up to your father, you tend to and do what your father do. Sometimes you don't like what he do because you shame. As a young man growing up, certain things your father doing, you shame as a young man. Sometimes you don't even want to know that guy is your father. You know, so men got to teach what they know. Do better, and your kids is going to do better. They're lazy. They're basically lazy because what? They're looking everything easy. Nothing come easy. Even to go heaven, it ain't easy. It's a struggle. You got to fall, you got to get up, or you got to till the soil, or you go fishing. There's only 2 places on earth you could survive. It's in the sea and the land. And right now, in St. Vincent, I notice we ain't got much fishing industry going on. Taiwan reaping our benefits because they're catching out all the fish.
Okay.
Venezuela, they're catching out all the fish. They have the trawlers.
Okay.
You know how much money we could have been making off exporting fish out of St. Vincent?
Yeah. Stick to the topic. Don't
you know, so that's what I'm saying. Men got to take up responsibility. They are the future. St. Vincent are the woman. Right now, everywhere you go, women leading because the man failing to do the duty. God put them here to protect the earth and to take care of it. But they're failing anyway. I'll leave it to somebody else.
All right.
Ciao.
Thank you. FYI, women are also the future, not just men. Human beings are the future, not just men. Okay? Men have a purpose, women have purpose too. It is not entirely the man's responsibility to take 100% charge. Okay? Time to take a break. Let me read one more coming from Facebook. Somebody say your last caller talking BS. I'm just reading. When you leave them, the maintenance stop. You took them to family court and still it's no use because you have to run up and down to the family court and the family court is a waste of time, or the family is a waste of time because they're not serious. The men getting away. Why do you have to run behind the man to take care of his child in the first place? Morning, Crystal. I'm so glad you brought up this topic. I never call a message on your program, but I'll take this opportunity to air my views. I have a daughter with a guy. At the time, I was 35, and I was 5 months pregnant. He cheated on me with a woman. She was messaging my phone and putting me through hell. Now, I didn't know was 2 women, and he got all 3 of us pregnant. Now, he started finding fault with my age, my education, blah, blah. So he decided he left me with my daughter at 2 months and marry another woman he is now living with on the Windward side. Jeez, Fred, women are rough. That is really rough. We're going to take a break right now. All right, I'm going to end the live on Facebook, but we're coming back a little bit later on, a couple minutes to 9, because at 8:30 we have something scheduled. All right, so hold on. You could go on